I just spent the last like 5 minutes trying to get my breath back. I gagged terribly. Oh, gagging is the worst. You're like worst gagging, stupid gagging. I don't know. Man. So much going on. The party's like literally 2 days away, which is awesome. I'm all excited about it. My friend Laura couldn't make it. I work with her and I close with her Thursday nights and usually every other Saturday. Well, she brought me a little something. I thought it was very nice. So she set the bar, folks. I'm just kidding. I don't expect nor do I want anybody to bring anything like that. Anyway, so we got birthday M&Ms. She knows my love of Oreos, and these are pretty damn good. These are the birthday cake Oreos. Very fitting. I really appreciated it too, because I really didn't expect, nor did I don't like when people do this stuff. I don't know. No, I like it. I really like it a lot. It's just people know me so well. They really do. I would tell you what Danny would probably buy me, but I might get in trouble, so I'm not going to. Hey everybody, my name is Jason Oliveira. If you don't know by now, then, well, it doesn't really matter. Because tonight is the second to last episode of The Road to 40. Now, of course, there'll be the party episode, so that's canon. And there'll be a follow-up to that, most likely. And there will definitely be one more with the best of highlights. I tried to do that today, like I said I was going to do today. Oh, no, that's going to take a long time. It will be summer, if I'm lucky, to put together a collection of all the things that we've done this year, talked about, played. Anywho, I also bought myself a present. Now, I had this on hold for a while. And this isn't like a tough or a hard to come by book, but we rarely get signed books. And we rarely get signed books by authors that I highly, highly just recommend. And I think they're wonderful, awesome authors. The one I picked up tonight was Ari Salvatore. Now, it's not a Drizzt book. It is the, I've read the first one in this series. I liked it a lot. This is either the second or the third. Well, this is signed first edition. But they're not, like I said, they're not tough to come by. So I literally paid with my discount $7.30. But to have a book signed by Salvatore that says, Scimitars High, I know you can't see it, Salvatore, that's awesome. Now, he lived in Massachusetts. He actually lived not too far from where I used to live. But whenever he did a signing, I'm sure I bumped into him before I read his stuff. Because I didn't read his stuff until, I don't know, probably 15 years after it had already been out. I didn't read. I didn't enjoy reading, as you guys know, which is funny because I hope this isn't getting scratchy on you. I hated reading. And so now, like, I feel like I have to catch up, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of time. And the time I do have, I don't want to spend sitting down reading a book. Now, you may say, like, what? Or you might say something else. But I would much rather be creating rather than reading. I'm sorry. Like, it's a cool, I love reading. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But I would much rather do this. I would much rather draw. I'd much rather play guitar. You know what I mean? Oh, speaking of guitars, I'm going to just cut away for just a moment. I want to show you all the shirts that Carol got me for my birthday. And I need another drink. Wait here. With the exception of the bottom one, these are in the order that, reverse order she gave them. So this was yesterday's shirt. Now, I've talked about this show a lot. This is Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. I'm going to do my best because I can't see the monitors right now at this point. Kinda. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything on this camera because it'll make my life better. So, first of all, this came from a website. I don't know the website. I'll share it with you as soon as I talk to Carol. that artists create these prints, and then they get a percentage of the sales. So this is, we got Finn the human and Jake the dog. But Jake the dog, for some reason, is a one-eyed robotic thing. and Finn's got a sombrero and a scarf on with a suit jacket. And he's either holding, I'd have to say pliers with a tooth, but it could be something else. And it says Jake 9. Anyway, okay, so there's one of the shirts. I didn't think about where I was going to hang these. Damn it. Alright, we're going to do them over here. Oh, I hope I didn't knock that over. I hope I don't knock this over. Okay, so here's the next one. Now, anybody who knows me, we've talked about video games. I'm going to start live streaming video games at some point. Probably on the nights that I don't put the boys down. I'll do once a week or something like that. Yeah, I think once a week. That'd be a good show. Until we finish a game or whatever. So this is... This is a pain in the ass trying to do this. Classically trained with an NES controller. Of course, I'm going to edit out a lot of that. I love Nintendo. They've kind of betrayed me in the last few years, but they always have those like 3 or 4 hits. Nintendo is one of those systems where, all right, obviously the NES, which surpassed Sega eventually, and left Atari in the dust. That second generation, that type of console, the first time that came out, the games were a plethora on there. So many different games to choose from, not all, but a lot of them good. But as it went on, they started focusing more and more on their hardware and what it could do and what they wanted it to do. And nothing's ever lived up 100%. And because of that, you only got people buying that system for very few things. Like for me, it would be Pikmin, any of the Mario games, Mario Kart, Mario World, Mario Land, remakes of Mario, Zelda. I definitely want to check out this new Zelda game that's coming out. It looks phenomenal. Other than that, I might get Super Smash Brothers, but I'm not going to get games that I can get on the PS4 because they're going to look better on the PS4 and probably play better too. This one's awesome. My band's name is Significant Others, if you didn't know. And this, of course, is the, God damn it, the Significant Otter. That one might be my favorite. I really like that one. The very last one's probably my favorite, but that's a pretty good one. All right, what is this? This took me a few days before it hit me. I'm serious. Like, it's hilarious, and it's right up my alley of sense of humor. But in my head, when I was reading it, I thought that was the right terminology that was used. So check this out. I'm just going to show you over here. It's not rocket surgery. Now, you got, obviously, the scientist or doctor cutting into a missile. So, the funny thing about it is, the real term is it's not rocket science or it's not brain surgery. Well, they combined them on this. Now, you may have just gotten that right off the bat. It literally took me 2 or 3 days before I was like, oh my God! I think I laughed out loud. Now, choose your weapon. This is, of course, a D&D reference. You got your D4, your D6. You got your D8, your 10, which is actually a percentile here. You got a D12, and, of course, the classic D20. And this one, of course, is the... This is the Derek Zoolander shirt. It is the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Are Good. Love that movie. Zoolander, first time I watched it, I wasn't a huge fan of it. And then something about it struck me the right way once. What was it? There's a certain thing that he says at some point in the movie that, like, the first time through I didn't quite pick up on it. And then I finally did pick up on it, and I was like, okay. See, sometimes it takes me a little while. But this didn't take me more than a second to realize that that's Jesus riding a raptor. That is not something you see every day. I mean, I do. because I always see Jesus riding a raptor, and rising. Rising from the ashes. We must coexist, folks. Can't really say anything more about this one. It's a great shirt. I had one of these once, but it was so big, I had to end up just cutting the sleeves off and showing my muscles. And this, of course, is Lincoln wearing the Batman mask. Get it? Me neither. It's hilarious, though. And even the Bat logo is actually, has a top hat on. All right. Yeah, see this? This is a crazy amount of shirts. I'm so excited because I go through shirts like crazy. I sweat like a pig. Now, I have changed from an antiperspirant to a deodorant. Because the gels, I believe, I used to like the gels. I felt like it was accomplishing more when I put it on. Like, there's something. I feel it's done something. With the bar, I never felt that way. But these new bars, Fiji by Old Spice. I usually don't like Old Spice products because they used to burn my armpits. Yeah. Confession. But these are pretty good. Also, if you guys didn't know, I am a Little Lebowski urban achiever. That's right, folks. I know you've wondered all this time. Well, I confess. Here's the last one. Now, I talked about this shirt on here before. Can anybody guess what it is? Oh, I gotta make another drink. You guys wait here. I'm gonna go make another drink. And then we'll finish this up, okay? Hang tight. There we go. Put that drink over there. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. It is from The Big Lebowski. When you watch the edited version of that movie, this is what you hear. So if you're watching it on like a station that isn't going to use profanity, then you're going to hear... Doesn't matter. So, and I love the color it's in too, the light blue. I haven't had a nice light blue t-shirt in a while. I really like light blue t-shirts. Because even when they get bleached out in the armpit, you don't notice it at first. You don't notice it until they start to rot. Does nobody else's shirts do that? I don't know. Anywho, yeah, it's just, that's awesome. I'm so glad I have all these new t-shirts, and they're all awesome t-shirts, and I'm going to become the t-shirt guy. Like, people at work are going to be like, what is he wearing today? Because they're so cool. And then they'll forget about some of the other ones, and I'll pull them out and be like, hey, boom. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I wish I could see the time on this. I think it's about 17 minutes. The hard thing is that when I end this one, but one remains for me to sit down and do like this, in this fashion, which will be numerically canon. You know what I mean? Like, this is the second to last one. I really wanted more. I wanted to edit something together for you guys, but I just didn't have the time to do it. So, the next few days will be filled with some interesting stuff. Tomorrow night's episode, obviously being the very last episode, 300 of The Road to 40. We didn't make it to 365. I skipped a few days here and there, and I started, actually, it wasn't until like March sometime. I think it was like mid-March that I decided to start this. I actually decided around January, which I'd filmed some in January, and then I didn't do them for a while because February and March are just so busy, and then I got back to it again. And so this is where we're at. We're at 299. Yeah, tomorrow night is 300, the last episode. So I really hope that you guys are loving watching these as much as I'm loving making it. I mean it, because I know some of you do, because you've been there from the beginning, and you're going out with me at the end. So I do want to say one more thing tonight, though. Saint Mario and Brady, his friend Brady. Brady did everything in his power, I think I can tell, to get Mario down here, because Mario was going to come down. He would have been here at the Road to 40 party, the end of the road party. I don't know that I'm glad that he told me, or extremely just saddened and disappointed, because it would have been like the craziest, awesomest surprise to like see him here. Like it would be great to see Corey and Brad or whoever, but like to see Mario here would just be life changing. Just in that moment, I think he's just a good friend. He's a good soul, and he's a great person. And so is his friend Brady. I really appreciate it, Brady, for you making the effort, and I hope you guys can make it down in the spring. You're welcome to stay here. We will set up a room for you if you guys want to stay, the weekend or a week or whatever. We'll figure something out. You guys don't need to spend money on a hotel, unless you guys want to, but I'm more than welcome in our home. So he called me tonight, and I could hear it in his voice. I knew what was coming. He was going to confess that he was going to actually be here. Well, because of the crazy weather they're having in Massachusetts, his heating bill is so high. This really breaks my fucking heart. That he has to take a job scrubbing dishes at a college. Not that he has to take that job, but he, only knows so many things. And he wasn't able to get a job in the fields that he'd been trained to get into. And when he did carpentry, that kills you. That wears you down. That beats you. It beats you up. I did very little construction in my life, and I would rather die than take on that job. So I highly respect the people who do it, and those are the people and teachers that should be making all the money, not corporate CEOs who invented a company. Every employee underneath you deserves to be treated, better on a corporate scale. I'm not saying like local businesses. I have to wonder where that would leave local businesses, to be completely honest. But let's not leave it on a sour note. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent like that. I would love to have seen him here. We'll get him on camera so you guys can meet him up close and personal, because I'm sure there's not a lot of videos out there with Mario in them, which is really weird to think that. Like, it's sad that I don't have a library of Mario, or like pretty much every, video of Corey and stuff like that, I can just go on Facebook and see it. But Mario, it's tough. I'm the only person that's probably shared pictures with Mario in it ever online, as far as I know. I mean, I'm going to create a profile for Mario. That's what I'm going to do. I'll be the virtual Mario online, folks. Saint Mario. Saint Mario Jason Oliveira. I don't know. Figure something out. Thank you guys for always coming back. Hope to see you over the next few months, over the new shows that we'll be doing. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow night. We've got one more night. One more time. One more. I don't know. Whatever that song is. Anywho. Moving right along. Chicka boom, footloose and fancy free. Ready for the big time. Is it ready for me? Moving right along. It's a great movie, The Muppets. Follow me on the social media if you so choose to. It's always at GEYZEN. I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff over there over the next, month. Trying to reestablish contact with people who said they wanted to do shows and setting up a date to actually do them and letting them know what we need to accomplish in this shoot. Because I'd like to do, if I'm not going to be doing this every night, I'd like to get 2 or 3 hours of good footage that I could whittle down to 45 minutes, even half hour. If you're only going to do that once a month or twice a month, it's I want those to be quality. All right. Said my piece tonight. Don't forget to make someone smile tomorrow. Make a perfect stranger laugh, and you made the world a better place tomorrow. Think about that. Seriously. It's a tough skill. Some people do it, some people can't. I don't know. I had a hard time for a long time, but I think you just gotta come out of your shell at some point and just be like, we're all just this little child that is stuck inside an adult body. You know what I mean? Of course you have responsibilities and stuff, but as you grow older, it doesn't mean that child ever has to completely die away. You know what I mean? You have to be silly. Silliness just for is youth, laughter, smiles, the smell of flowers in the spring. Noticing these things, taking the time to walk in the fall over the leaves and hear them crackle under your feet. I don't even do that as much as I should. I'm lucky if I do things like that once a season. Well, I want to make that more of a habit. I want to be somewhere that I want to explore. I'd like to explore a new world. Maybe not a new world, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun, the rain, the snow, the sleet, the hail, just like mailmen, as one, together. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last when that last moment's going to come for you. But live in love, not in fear. Never let your fear embrace you. Run from that fear. Destroy that fear. Overcome that fear. And your life will be better. I think it will. What do I know? What fears do people have? What's my fear? What keeps me from taking 2 steps forward? Something to think about. Anywho, you guys take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and take care of those around you who can't take care of themselves. If you can. You know, they need a little help sometimes. I'm Jason Oliveira. This is The Road to 40, episode 299. Dr. Carl is not with us tonight. He will hopefully be tomorrow night. And hopefully I'll get some really cool stuff, because we're going to start getting the house. Like, I'll show you guys the dining room. I don't think you've seen it since we painted it. And we did some fun stuff in there. So after that room is done tomorrow, I'll do some video stuff. Maybe I'll do some stuff while we're doing it too. So, well, anywho, thank you guys for always coming back. We'll always have that YouTube, baby. Have a great night. I'll see you guys a little bit further on down the road. 240, bitches.